Good evening. Welcome to This Week in Review. Tonight's stories include A.J. Matthews primary students had their sports day on Monday. The Mayor's March on Heart Disease went ahead Thursday evening. I had an interview with Nina Patey of the Interchurch Coalition on Fishing Communities. There was a graduation ceremony held for those students in ABE on Thursday. The museum opened on Wednesday, and more, so please stay tuned.
Your assignment today is very simple. Make this earth as beautiful as possible. Any questions? Does anyone know where Lisa is?
Yeah, I do.
Do a good turn for the earth from the Church of Jesus Christ of Latter-day Saints.
Primary students at A.J. Matthews School held their sports day at Sandbanks Provincial Park on Monday. I had an interview this past week with Nina Patey, who represents the Interchurch Coalition on Fishing Communities. Ms. Patey, can you tell us your position with the Church Coalition for Fishing Communities?
My job position is called Community Animator, and what my responsibilities include traveling around Newfoundland to coastal communities and holding public meetings and also talking in high schools about the crises in the in the fishing industry.
Tell us what the Interchurch Coalition for Fishing Communities is all about.
The Interchurch Coalition for Fishing Communities is the church's response to the crisis in the fishing industry. Churches are concerned for their congregations and for the population at large because we are facing in the fishing industry a crisis of a magnitude that we haven't known in the 400 years that we've been living in Newfoundland. We are seeing a drastic downturn in the resource, in the cod resource, and the church is very much concerned with making itself available to people, and that to some extent is part of my work is to be a presence for the coalition.
Okay, when was the coalition formed?
It was formed in the past year, and one of the things which brought it about was during the time that the fishermen thrashed the DFO offices in Port-aux-Basques, Archbishop Stuart Payne in Corner Brook was very concerned by this and wanted to be present with the people as it was. And shortly thereafter, there was meetings in Deer Lake, and simultaneously there were things actually happening here in Burgeo and also in Hants Harbour, and the churches came together around the fishery. When I say the Interchurch Coalition, it's made up of the 5 principal religious denominations: the Salvation Army and the Pentecostal and the Anglican, the United Church, and the Roman Catholic Church.
Are you the only employee of the coalition?
Yes, we have a number of advisors, and the coalition itself is made up of the heads of churches, the Archbishop, the Catholic Archbishop in St. John's, the Bishop of Grand Falls, Bishop Faber McDonald, and Archbishop Stuart Payne, and a number of other clergy.
I understand you held a public meeting on Tuesday. What sort of turnout did you have?
We had a modest turnout, as we have had in many of our meetings traveling around Newfoundland. We see this as being caused by a number of factors. A lot of people who are receiving the package are doing better now economically than they have for some years in terms of the downturn they were experiencing in the fishery. So they've actually been doing better now than they had for some time, especially if there are 2 or 3 people in a household who are receiving the package. To some extent, the package has operated as had a sedative effect, that people are not thinking about tomorrow. They feel like they are doing all right now and that they don't need to. We're very concerned about this in the coalition because the moratorium, the package is set for 2 years, and it's not yet known what will happen after that.
Ms. Patey's interview will be shown in its entirety on Tuesday night at 7 p.m. The Mayor's March on Heart Disease went ahead on Thursday evening. Been participating in the Mayor's March on Heart Disease.
This is the 3rd year, Dave. Started in 1990, and at that time I walked 6 kilometers from Woolfield out to Burgeo and around town, and I raised, I think it was something in excess of $200. So far today, before we start our walk, we have over $400, and we're hoping to probably reach $500 before the night is out. And I want to thank the public for pledging, because it's certainly a very important cause we're doing here. I guess over the past year we have seen people in this community with which has heart transplants, and it's been very successful. And of course we've seen people in this community which said triple bypass to the heart and things of this nature, and certainly the funds that is raised on this walk will go to the Newfoundland and Labrador Heart and Stroke Foundation, which will serve the general public, I'm sure, very well in the future.
Okay, I understand that this year you're not walking alone?
No, this year I have 4 councillors along with myself, and we've also asked the general public to come out and take part. So I see there's a few people gathering there now. I don't know what we'll pick up of course the evening goes on, but the councillors as well has been taking pledges, and we've also been taking pledges at the town hall. So it's good to see more people involved this year, and hopefully in years to come this will become a big event.
Okay, Mayor McDonald, thanks for speaking with us.
You're welcome, Dave.
Then, Mayor McDonald, along with Councillor Hilliard, Councillor Collier, Councillor Lushman, and Deputy Mayor Mr. Marks, proceeded to walk around Burgeo, along with a few members of the general public that decided to go along as well. We have highlights of 3 graduations that were held last week, coming up in just a moment.
For almost a century, there's been a group of people working hard for Canada, fighting for this country. Now they are uniting to keep Canada together. The Royal Canadian Legion supports Canadian unity.
Biddy Billard from West Viking College and Jerry Billard from the Employment Outreach were present on Thursday afternoon for the first graduation of the ABE course offered at the United Church Hall. The evening's events got underway with a song that was written by Bonnie Krant, one of the students, and sung by Carl Dolman, one of the teachers.
We are all here in ABE. We are the class of '93. Each of us has a past to do. We sometimes wonder if we'll ever get through.
I think it'd only be right and fitting that we have a round of applause for your instructors, John and Carl. And not to mention by John and Wanda for the evening programs. Next time around, Wanda's getting in twice too. She's got a day class now. Okay, so John, you want to come up and read your certificates?
All right, we'll start off with the level 2 students for level 2 graduate first. All right, Glenn Porter.
Congratulations, Maxine. This is mother, isn't it?
Oh, yellow running your pocket. Run, I've been running around.
Mr. Philip Craig.
Is it great on it? Congratulations.
Kevin Baggs. David Hand. Winnie Green.
Penny stopped that one this morning, buddy. Got it.
Jake Warren. David Green. Grace Dahlman.
Grace is an evening class student, I think.
Last but not least, Colleen Marks.
Now we're going to move on to the level 3s. And before that, we'd like to congratulate all of the level 2s and tell them before next year, this time I want to see them with the level 3.
Sean Skinner.
Sean, before Sean leaves, I want to tell you Sean was the first graduate of this class.
Glenda Symes. Emmanuel Keynes. Bertha Warren. And Eileen Dahlman.
Congratulations, Eileen. You sneaked under the wire. Okay, we have some other people. You want to call it your name who was not here, John? Look at these.
Claudette Benoit. Diane Warren. Nikki Brayon. And Albert Ingram. Oh, there's one more. Alvin Carter.
No doubt I want to wish you all every success, especially your level 3s. And on behalf of the college, I would like to wish our sincere congratulations and all the best for your future endeavors.
The kindergarten students at A.J. Matthews School held their graduation on Monday evening. We have some highlights of that graduation as well.
Good evening, everyone, and welcome to the annual kindergarten graduation. This is a very special night for our kindergarten graduates. They're very willing and eager to show you exactly what they've done this year and how much they've grown from September to December and all the way to June. The first entertainment that we're going to do for you are two songs, Looby Loo and the Teddy Bear song. And they also have their teddy bears to help them do this.
Grade 6 students at A.J. Matthews School also held their graduation this past week. Their graduation went ahead on Tuesday night.
Graduation, it seems, has taken on a new meaning now. There was a time when it meant that moving from grade 11 to college or to trade school or to a job. But now we've come to recognize that kindergarten is also an important time to recognize. It's the children's first step in their school life, so we recognize that through a graduation. And as time went on, we felt that grade 6 was also a significant time in students' life. So that's what we're doing here tonight, to recognize our grade 6 students who will be moving on from elementary school to high school. Now, these steps in our students' lives have been very significant. Well, I suppose for the students here tonight, one of the most significant steps that you've taken since kindergarten is your step that you're going to be taking tonight. Your move to high school is going to be a very important step for you.
When we got to grade 1, we realized that Henry had an asthma condition and needed a puffer. Henry's puffers were always under our feet. Mrs. Ann would tip him to tie them around his neck. After phys ed, he would usually say, "I can't breathe, teacher. You're going to have to call Mom and come and get me." Miss Ann would say, "Okay, Henry, but it's too bad you have to miss your gym if you go home." It was simply amazing how fast Henry could get rid of his asthma.
Another one of our classmates was Marcel. In grade 1, he had a famous dog. One day, he fainted. I think he was hungry. Miss Ann was correcting his work, and the next thing we knew, he was on the floor. The doctor said he had a bad burn. He bumped his head on the garbage can. Quick as a wink, he was on his feet again. Marcel rubbed his head as if nothing happened. The teacher got such a fright from the dirt on his cane, we drove Marcel home himself. What some people would do for a ride.
Stay tuned for more of This Week in Review coming up in just a moment.
Little things you do that you think are small and few are the things that mean the most
If you're doing just a little, you're helping a lot.
It helps a lot.
From the Church of Jesus Christ of Latter-day Saints.
It helps a lot.
The Burgeo Tourist Chalet Museum opened for this summer's tourist season on Wednesday. The Burgeo Tourist Chalet Museum opened for the first time this season on Wednesday, June 16th at 1 p.m. The hours throughout the weeks will be as follows. From Monday to Friday, the museum will be open from 10 a.m. to 8 p.m. and on Saturday and Sunday it will be open from 1 p.m. to 6 p.m. Also, anyone wishing to sell local crafts at the museum are welcome to do so. And everyone is welcome to come out and view the antiques on display at the museum. 4 students have been hired to work at the museum this summer. The students will be rotating shift work in order to keep the museum open as much as possible throughout the summer months. With the Lions Summer Fair coming up next weekend, we took our camera along to the community center this past week to see what sort of prizes the Lions Club have for this year's Summer Fair. This year, the Lions Club spent over $2,000 purchasing various prizes for the games for this year's Summer Fair. Here are a shot of some of the many prizes that the Lions Club have available this year. Any Lions members that plan on being in town on Saturday are asked to come along and help out with some of the games at the Summer Fair. The Summer Fair Committee have been busy over the past week preparing all the games for this year's Summer Fair. Also at the Summer Fair, there will be a tattoo booth set up for children. Community events. We would like to congratulate Ernest Green on winning the News Tip of the Month for May with his news tip about Mr. Marsden collecting the pop cans for the Janeway. We'd also like to remind you that if you have a news tip, to please give me a call at 886-2935. Remember, there's a $10 cash prize for the best news tip of the month and a $100 cash prize for the best news tip of the year. DFO News. The lumpfish season, due to close on June 20th, 1993, has been extended to June 27th, 1993. In Area 3PS. from Sink Surf to Western Head, Hare Bay. Canada Employment Outreach will be sponsoring a Career Exploration for Youth program on July 12, 1993 here in Burgeo. The purpose of this program is to provide 6 to 8 weeks of full-time day guidance to help youth from the ages of 16 to 24 determine a suitable career goal. Clients already on our wait list for this program will be contacted shortly to confirm interest. In the meantime, we would like to hear from other youth who may have an interest in the program. Please note you must be out of a secondary school for at least 1 year. For more information, please contact the Canada Employment Outreach Office at 886-3389. Canada Employment Outreach is currently mailing out notices to clients who have been waitlisted for various courses for CEC funding. These notices advise clients to notify their Canada Employment Outreach Centre within 30 days of receipt of the notice if they are still interested in the course they selected. Failure to reply will mean that your name will be removed from the wait list. Please ensure your name remains on the list for the course of your choice by notifying Canada Employment Outreach Office at 886-3389. Well, that's it for tonight's program. Please stay tuned now for another episode of Driftwood and Friends. On behalf of BBS and all the BBS volunteers, I'm Dave Cooper. Have a great week. Good night.